Everybody, it's your boy Universal Veteran here again with another video, and today is going to be a little story time. I'm going to tell you a little story about the first accident that I got in involving a semi. And I will tell you exactly what happened and what everything that pretty much from the beginning to the end. So, I was back with Trans Am. No, I think I was with Trans Am. Yeah, I was with Trans Am, beginning of this year. It was January 15th, 2016. It was the beginning of this year. Hi, kitties. It was the beginning of this year. This is our new cat, Ramen. So it was the beginning of this year, and I had a load going up to Michigan. Milo, go. 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 I had a load going up to Michigan. I don't remember the exact town that I was in, but all I know is I was going up to a mission. Michigan. I got the load going from Michigan, and it was going up to Maine, and I had to deliver it within like 2 days or something like that. So I get up to Michigan. I get to the place where I'm supposed to go to, and it's a big-ass distribution center. I mean, I'm a refrigerated unit, so I'm picking up frozen food or meat or whatever I was picking up. So I get up there, and this is about 10:30 at night, and I roll up in there. I get up to the gate, and the guy was like, hey, we need to do an inspection on your trailer to make sure your trailer is cleaned out, basically seeing if you had a trailer washout or not. He asked me, did you get a trailer washout? I was like, no, I didn't realize I needed to get one. So he's like, okay, let me just check your trailer anyway. So he goes around my trailer, does the inspection, opens up the doors, looks inside, realizes, hey, it's kind of dirty in here. So he's like, okay, you're going to need to get a trailer washout. So what we're going to do is he started giving me directions of where to exactly go, because since I wasn't around here, this was the first time I was ever up in Michigan. I really didn't know where the hell I was going. So he was like, what you're going to do is you're going to turn around here at the guard shack. You're going to go towards the gate. As soon as you get to the gate, you're going to take a left. You're going to follow the road down, and then the first entrance that you come to, the first road that you come to, you're going to take that right. The first immediate right. I mean, he was very specific about when he said that. You're going to take the first immediate right. You're going to follow that road down about 2 miles. Once you get down there about 2 miles, you're going to see the trailer washout on the right-hand side. Mind you, I've never been to Michigan before. I've never been to this part of town. God knows, I don't know where this place is, so I follow his directions. So I turn around, get outside the guard shack, take the left, and the first entrance that I come to, the first road that I find, I take that right. So I get down, I get on the road, take that right, and I start following it a little bit. I get about half a mile down the road, and it says dead end. I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck do I do? It was a dead end. So I stopped the truck and trailer right there. This was in the winter of last year, and actually it was in January. It was in the winter, and it was muddy, it was slushy. I didn't want to risk backing my truck and trailer up all the way down this road to try and get out of this situation. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to go down this road to see if maybe there's a little roundabout, a little circular round that I can just flip the trailer around. Well, I made that decision, and I started driving down the road. I got all the way down to the dead end, and luckily, it was a little bit of roundabout. It was like a little U. There wasn't enough room. Oh, granted, there was enough room for me to get down there. So I get down there, I start to flip the trailer around, and in the process of flipping the trailer around, I ended up the back end of the trailer. So I was pretty much like this, almost, what am I trying to say? I was almost jackknifed. Mila! Stop licking the cat's ass. Go. Okay, so I start turning around. I'm about jackknife. Imagine me right here, the little U. I'm on this U, and I start to pull forward, and my trailer starts to go backwards. Well, in the process of my trailer going backwards, I end up hitting some guy's fence. I hit the fence. I break the fence all the fuck. I destroyed it. Well, after I got straight again, to be able to move out of the road, I was like, okay, I hit the guy's fence. So what I did is I called up my dispatch. I said, hey, I hit this truck and trailer, or I hit this fence, and I want to report this incident. Can you please document this? Took pictures and all that, and they said, okay, they filled out a report, blah, blah, blah. I sent my pictures in. The insurance company is going to come down. They're going to take a quote, blah, 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 blah. All that shit. So it's like, okay, good. So about 20 minutes after that, I drive down the road and take that right back on the main road again. And so happens, the next road, I was supposed to take that right. So I take the right, go to the trailer washout, blah, blah, blah. So I get my trailer washout done. I'm thinking, okay, everything's fine. I'm just going to go back to the distribution center. Well, that wasn't what was happening. I get back to the distribution center, and there's a cop sitting there. And he's like, hey, did you... Get the fuck... Ramen, stop fucking... I get him on. He's trying to hump you. My dog's trying to hump my cat. So, there was a cop sitting there. And he's like, hey, did you hit that fence back there? In that road back there? I was like, yeah, I did, but I contacted my dispatch and I already told them everything that was going on. They're already handling it with the insurance company. And then they're like, well, why didn't you call the police station? Why didn't you call the police? I was like, why did I need to call the police? I've already called my dispatch. I already let them know. They're already going to have somebody come out there and they're already going to get the situation resolved. Why do I need to call you? Now, I've grown up in Iowa most of my life. Here in Iowa, you get into an accident if it's minor, if it's nothing major, if it's just little dent or whatever. Let's say you get into a rear end or whatever. It's just a little dent. You don't need to call the police. You basically swap your information and you contact your insurance company, and the insurance company will contact that other person, and they will fucking come out and they will deal with whatever damages, and they will cover the insurance. Well, apparently in Michigan, you have to call the police. You have to contact the police when you hit something, anything. You get into an accident, you have to call them. And I was like, I live in Iowa most of my life. I've never been up here in Michigan. How am I supposed to know these laws? I was telling the officer, like, I already contacted my dispatch. They're already handling it. They're already getting everything resolved. They're going to be paying for this guy's fence, one way, shape, or form. And they're like, no, you need to be calling he fucking started getting an attitude with me. No, you need to talk to the police department. That's how we do things in Michigan. He took my driver's license and he went to his car. Well, I called my dispatch and I said, hey, I just got pulled over. This cop's being a dick. He's fucking taking my information, whatever. What do I do? He's like, okay, give us his badge number and we will resolve this situation. So the guy comes back. He was like, well, I'm going to be keeping your license. Okay. The officer comes back. He was like, hey, I'm going to be keeping your license because you did not call the police station and I'm giving you a ticket. You need to appear in court for this and you can get your license back once you get it resolved. So I was like, this is fucking stupid. So I was like, whatever. Took the ticket. A few weeks went by. I went to my court hearing. The first session, it was just like the preliminaries or whatever. Just to basically say, hey, are you guilty, not guilty, whatever. So I said, no, I'm not guilty. Yes, I hit the fence, but how the fuck am I supposed to know your laws? I travel through 5 states a day. How the hell am I supposed to know each and every state's laws? I grew up in a certain place. I know what they want me to do, and I shouldn't be penalized for that. I did the right thing, and I called my dispatch. I let them know. I let everybody know that I needed to let everybody know according to the laws that I grown up around. So I pleaded not guilty, and I contacted a few lawyer stations. They're like, oh, well, you need to pay me $1,500, and we'll get your case settled, blah, blah, blah. Make sure it doesn't go into your DMV report. Make sure it doesn't go to the Secretary of State. Well, I get past the first court hearing, and they're like, okay, you need to come back in 2 weeks, and you're going to have your actual court date. So I go back in 2 weeks, and I talked with the district attorney, and I basically explained the same situation. I pretty much told them the same exact story I just told you guys. I told him I shouldn't be at fault here. I should not be blamed. Yes, I hit the fence. I will agree to that. I hit the motherfucker's fence. But at the same time, I'm not aware and I don't understand Michigan's law since this is the first time ever being here. I'm going to be driving from Michigan to Maine in the next 2 days. Do you really expect me to know every single law and every single state that I travel under? It's physically not necessarily impossible, but it's a far-fetched concept that I need to memorize every state that I go through, which it makes no sense. I would never accomplish anything being a truck driver. So she was like, well, ignorance ignorance of the law does not is not an excuse. And I was like, no, it's not ignorance of the law. It has nothing to do with that. If I was visiting here in Michigan and I was here for 2, 3, 4 weeks at a time, yes, that's a little bit understanding because I'm here for a long time. I've only been in Michigan now 3 times, and the other 2 times it was going to court. The first time I was only there for 45 minutes. I was only in the state for 45 minutes before this happened. How in the hell do you expect me to know your laws down to a science when I'm going to be leaving this state in a matter of fucking 5 hours? It makes no sense, and it's absolutely asinine to think that me being a truck driver, I need to memorize every single law that I go to. Well, she was like, well, I can understand that. What I can do for you is I can not send it to the Secretary of State, so it won't go onto your DMV report, and you won't get penalized for this, but you might have to face a fine. So I was like, whatever, I'll plead guilty to it, fuck it. So I go into the courthouse, talk to the judge. I said, yes, I plead guilty to it. Yes, I agree to this reduced sentence. I'm going to pay a $450 fucking fine, and yeah, pay a $450 fucking fine, and basically have to send them, pretty much contact my insurance company and make sure to tell them that they covered the cost of the fucking purchases. So I did all that, and long story short, it's not on my record. Luckily, it's not on my record because I fucking threw a fit about it, but it's still, that was the only accident or anything I've ever done with a truck, and that was in the beginning of this year. So far, I haven't had any major incidents at all. Don't jinx myself. I don't want to jinx myself. But oh, show you guys the new bands that I got for the vape. As you can see, Star Wars. And then I got the Just Vape It. Got these bands. I've had this tip for a while, but that's what the mod looks like now. But I got... you can't see that. It's 27,403 puffs out of this fucker. I got these other 2 tanks. 2. These mods. And then I got fucking 6 batteries charging right now. But I thought I was going to let you guys know. Do something different. Do a little something... Nothing unboxing or anything. Just give you a little bit of story time about the accident that I was involved in. I'm actually right now fucking upstairs. I worked last night, and I'm playing my game right now. God damn it. As you can see, play my Xbox, drinking a little bit. Hender's asleep. Sonny's downstairs watching a movie. Pretty much this is what I'm doing until tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. We're going to go into town. It is actually the 10th of December tomorrow. Into September tomorrow. Or December, sorry. And I will be going into town with my paycheck and paying bills and doing the weekly bullshit that we always do. Oh, we're going to be getting Anders set up in daycare on Monday. I found this lady. She's awesome. She only charges $3 an hour for daycare, so we're going to take $100 from my cash advance, and we're going to give that to her, and Anders is going to go into daycare pretty much all next week. And we're going to hopefully keep it that way for a while, because I want him to actually play with more kids and spread out a little bit more instead of being stuck in this house all the time. About 6 hours a day. Start that off. If it's too much, we'll lower it down. If it's too little, we might up it. I don't know. That's about good. 6 hours a day, 6 days a week. That's not bad. So I work tomorrow night. I'll be going to work tomorrow. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but yeah. So I wanted to let you guys know that. That was my story. If you did enjoy this video, please drop a like down below. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will talk to you guys later. I will be uploading a video in the next few days. As always, catch you guys later. Peace as always. I'm going to get back to my fucking Far Cry Primal, and I'm going to continue my drinking spree. So, peace out, guys. Talk to you later. Have a nice night.